Systems of exchange. Early systems of exchange used physical products and assets rather than currencies to exchange goods with one another. For example, a farmer may wish to trade his bull with his neighbor for 2 horses. Now, the transaction was able to be completed as long as both the goods had like value and as long as both parties agreed upon the terms. As you can imagine, the early problems with this system were unequal transactions. So, for example, the farmer who wishes to trade 1 bull with his neighbor for 2 horses, the neighbor may only have 1 horse to trade. As a result of this, the transaction would either be canceled or the farmer would request additional assets to be traded for the bull. This early system of exchange that we refer to as a barter system was extremely inefficient for this main reason. So, in order to make each transaction equal between the 2 parties, money was added to the equation. Early forms of money were, you guessed it, gold and silver. The reason why the free market chose gold and silver to be the financial units to conduct transactions are simple. Gold and silver are fungible, meaning there is a limited amount of them. Their rarity is what gives them value. Because precious metals are fungible and rare, economies have been using them as money for the past 4,500 years. However, the problem with currency or money has been and always will be government intervention. The moment government is added to the equation, money is almost always debased and devalued. The reason for this is simple: the government loves to spend. However, the government spending always seems to hit a wall where it cannot surpass. That wall is placed there because of gold and silver, because of precious fungible assets. And the reason why they hit that wall is because there cannot be any more gold and silver circulated into the market unless they mine for it. Well, it costs money to mine. So what governments have always done is they've debased their currencies either through adding additional metals to gold and silver, such as copper or bronze. And as they continue to debase their currency, eventually a paper currency is implemented. What I mean by paper currency, I mean a fiat currency, a currency that is not backed by precious metals or other fungible assets. Once governments have successfully severed the tie to real money, the same thing almost always occurs after, which is a rapid increase of the money supply. As governments flood the market with more and more fiat money, the price of tangible goods, such as the farmer's bull, rise in price rapidly. This is called inflation. What is deceiving about inflation is that all assets tend to rise as the money supply is increased, such as real estate, stocks, and other commodities. What this does is it usually tricks the public into thinking that they are experiencing an economic boom. However, what they are actually witnessing is an economic collapse, because their purchasing power is diminishing every time they see prices increase and their wages fail to keep up with inflation.